All right, so it is Lucas back again from the live wire, and this time I've got possibly one of the biggest dream interviews I think I could ever have. I've got Dave and Tommy from Ill Niño. How are you boys?
Yeah.
What's up,
What
bro? How you
up?
doing?
I'm very good, and again, this is a dream interview. I've been a fan of Ill Niño for a very long time. I remember back in 2005, Ill Niño came out with Static X, and did an 18 plus show 3 months before my 18th birthday, and I was crushed.
Were you at that
Absolutely.
show?
No, I wasn't. I hadn't turned 18 yet, and it was an 18 plus show.
Oh fuck! Was it Perth?
Brisbane.
It was Brisbane.
Brisbane, yeah.
That's
So,
fucking crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy show. It was fucking sold out.
yeah, you guys toured with Wish for Wings as well, who was also like an Australian band I loved at the time. And yeah, it was just a mental tour. And I remember seeing it being like, oh my God, like I can't believe I cannot go to this. I was trying to like find fake IDs or something just to get there because, like,
Well, now we're gonna have you. We're gonna have you backstage. You're gonna be chilling with us in Brisbane.
Yes,
oh,
sir.
that'd be fucking incredible, man. I'd love that.
That's what
But
we'll
kind of
do.
like going on like like obviously the history of the band, like Il Nino's been going now for quite a long time, almost 25 years, or actually over 25 years. Tommy, you've recently just joined the band officially, started doing shows a couple of weeks ago on the Powerman
Yeah.
5000 tour. Run me through
Yes.
how you got involved.
Well, I first became friends with Laz in about, I think it was like 2018, 2019. I was in this band called Jinx, kind of on a hiatus right now, but yeah, we were playing a show in the Lower East Side of Manhattan. And yeah, Laz came through to the show. He got word about the band, and me and him just kind of like kept contact ever since. And then, literally, like a few weeks before the tour even started, he was like, "Yo, you want to give it a shot?" And I'm like, "We're doing this tour though, so if you do this, we're jumping right in." So I was just pretty much like,
Yeah,
"All
I
right,
get.
yo, if I'm gonna do this, I'm going full nosedive into this shit, man." It was very fast, happened very quick, but made it work. We had a really fun tour, and very thankful, very grateful to be given the opportunity as well. So
Yeah, we love having Tommy, man. We like when I spoke to him. I'm a all or nothing type of guy when it comes to music, and remember we got a call, and I was like, bro, we're gonna do this. This has to be full fuck on, because we have a lot of shit that's happening. We got Australia coming up. We have an American tour. We have South America and Mexico coming up, and we
yeah,
have a full album to record. So
yeah, it's a
yeah,
busy
and then
schedule.
it was fucking crazy. Like he came on, man. We started rehearsing, and it gelled so quickly. It's like it feels like we've been a band with him for fucking months, years. Everybody in the band as a person equally. We got along fucking great. We had
Yeah.
a great fucking time. We fucking crushed that tour. And it was a highly successful tour. With our boys Empowerment 5000, Happy E, and Priest,
Priest,
and
yeah.
awesome fucking tour.
Yeah,
So
great
yeah, man.
people all around. Everybody was great. Everyone was super chill. Everyone got along great. Whole lot of laughing, whole lot of getting shit done, you know?
A lot of laughing, a lot of stupid, a lot
Yeah,
of funny as
yeah.
fuck shit, bro.
Dude, my freaking abs were hurting, bro.
Yeah, the Powerman tour looked pretty mental. Like again, like you said, Head PE on it too, Priest were on it, like pretty crazy tour. Obviously Tommy was wrapping that tour up now. That only finished, I think, last week, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah,
literally, yeah, like not even a week ago at this point, right? Like,
H-
yeah.
how does it feel getting in front of crowds for the first time and fronting such a legendary band like Il Nino and getting to kind of play these like just iconic songs for the first time?
yeah. Oh no, it's amazing. It's such an honor. Very, like I said, very grateful, very thankful to be even given the opportunity. I'm surprised I was even thought of by the guys. But yeah, it was just, a great
You're
experience.
perfect for the
I've been
band,
I've been
bro.
touring since about like 2012. So like I have experience like playing shows and stuff. That this type of tour though, hands down, this was like, some of the biggest crowds I've ever played in front of. So, it was very awesome. It made me a little nervous sometimes, but once you're on stage, you kind of just become a different person as soon as the music starts. You know what I mean? So, but it was great, man. Like I had, and the songs like legendary, like you said too. Like I found the band when I was a kid from Freddie vs. Jason. I feel like that's how like 80% of the people have found like Il Nino, to be honest. But which is a good thing, Like I feel like that's like the way you discovered bands back in the day too, like video games, movies and all that stuff. So, I was always paying attention to bands like from things like that all the time. So, yeah, El Nino, that
Yeah.
was how I found them.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like that Freddy vs. Jason that soundtrack too is like that. I went back and looked at the track list for that. That was a murderer's row of
It's
metal talent at the
insane.
time.
It's
Like it's
insane, dude. It's insane, dude. It's just like banger after banger. Like,
just the bands alone on it, right? So obviously, Ill Niño, you got Killswitch, Hatebreed, From Autumn to Ashes, Power Man,
yeah,
Murder Dolls,
Spine
Seed, Seven
Shank.
Dust, like Spine Shanks on there. Like, did you notice, like Dave specifically? Did you notice a big influx in interest in the band internationally after that Freddy vs. Jason release?
Uh, I think that that release set the band off to have our biggest, most successful album, Confession. Are we coming off of a successful first record, a debut album for Revolution Revolution? Um, we're 480,000 copies sold of that album, nearly 500,000, and on a worldwide scale. And we toured that record like a motherfucker. We went out with Rob Zombie. We went out with Linkin Park. We did Puddle of Mud, POD, Machine Head, Fear Factory. Um, I mean, that's just, Kitty. We went out with so many bands. We toured that album. I was home 3 months out of 26. I did 23 months of touring on that album. And, we had a lot big shoes to fill. And when we started doing the Confession album, we were able to hone in on some great songs. Had a great producer too that I produced the album with, Bob Marlette, who had just finished the Black Sabbath album and the Rob Zombie album, and he produced the album. I co-produced it, and we had a fucking blast, And I learned a lot from him. Very very experienced producer, and then we heard that the music director for Freddy vs. Jason was listening to How Can I Live, and we were like, and I was saying we want to make it the leading track for the album and for the movie, and I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me! We're gonna get the leading track for this fucking movie? I was like, I was like you say in Australia, proud as punch, right?
Yeah.
I
Proudest
was,
punch.
yeah, I was very very fucking psyched, man, and then we met them, the two of the guys. We met them. They flew into New York. We met them, and they were like, "Look, you guys are the leading track on the album. We love the song. Like, let's fucking go." And then,
That's so amazing.
yeah, pretty crazy.
Love it.
Yeah, and they did the music video on Elm Street and everything. Like the music video is also crazy. So,
Yeah, we did it.
kind of speak.
We flew into Hollywood, and we actually that's where the movie was filmed.
Hmm.
So we basically had to rent that spot. We didn't. The directors rented that spot in it was in Hollywood. It's a set. It's a set house, and it was for crazy. You like look it to your left, and you see a different house from a different movie, and then you walk like a block down, and it's a different house from a different movie. It's like, what the fuck, man? But
That's so
yeah, but it was
awesome.
cool, man. It was badass.
Yeah. Speaking then on Confession too, right? So obviously the first album, like it's awesome. Super like a lot of obviously the Latin influences with the history of the band and your
Yeah.
own personal history and stuff like that. When Confession then come out, like I didn't feel it was as heavy, but it balanced the melodicism really well. Was that something you guys were looking to do on the second album? Was to kind of find that
Look,
balance?
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be 100% transparent. When you're in a band that's chasing success, right, of your first album, and you're trying to avoid what's called the sophomore jinx, which is coming out with a record that nobody gives a fuck about. There's a lot of pressure on the band, and when we did the first album, Revolution came out. We wrote that record in a year's time, so it took a long time because your first album you take forever to write because you don't have a record deal, right? Now at this point, we have you know we have this album that sold 480,000 records, and then we're writing song after song after song, trying to make sure that we have a fucking hit single. You know, so when you're trying to write a hit single, you don't write that many heavy songs. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And there was a lot of pressure from the record label. I mean, I'm not complaining because their pressure definitely pushed us to the brink of coming out with good shit. But they were up our ass, like, hey man, we need a single. We need two singles. We need two singles. We need two singles. Like it wouldn't fucking stop.
Yeah.
And we're luckily we were able to perform, but yeah, there was a lot of pressure, man. Definitely.
For sure. I feel that record too, like every song on that album was a potential single in the sense that every song was an insane level of quality. Like one of my favorite songs is "All the Right Words," like of the band's entire discography. And so, like,
Yeah,
again, I look at Confession and I'm
that was a
like,
potential. That was a potential single, actually. That
man, that
song.
song.
We had five potential singles on the album, and it took the label, literally the radio department, the band, and Bob Marlette. It took us literally like 3 fucking weeks to figure out. Okay, it's gonna be This Time's for Real. It's gonna be, How Can I Live? And then we fought back and we complained. We're like, fuck this, man. Every song can be like fucking radio, fucking rock bullshit. So we came out with the Cleansing came out as a single, if you don't remember. And Cleansing is a
I
typical
didn't remember it as a
Niño.
single, but yeah, that's a banger too.
Yeah, well, we put that out as a video as well, as a live video that we did it with on the Godsmack tour. And we pushed for that. I mean, I fought for that fucking song to come out because I was like, look, you guys got your 2 fucking singles, man. Fuck off. Let us put on a fucking heavy song and something that, portrays the band a little more, And they gave in. They were like, they had no really much of a fucking choice. We were like super against another single. It's like, bro, no more. Like, no more,
Yeah. So as much as then Confession is probably my favorite album, I feel like some of the album that had my favorite songs on it was One Nation, which is turning 20 this year, which is crazy to think about. Having been such a long time since you guys have toured, right? Like Revolution turns 24 this year. Confession turns 22, and then I think One Nation turns 20. When you go back and kind of look at those first 3 records, like, are you happy with the legacy those records have created?
1000%. I think that the first record was like, hey, here's who we are. We just mixed new metal, Latin metal, and tribal percussion and Afro-Cuban percussion, and we created the sound for who the band was. Then Confession was more like, here's the singles. We could write singles, blah, blah, blah. And we got a fucking major movie soundtrack, which is dope. To me, and I mean this, it's hard to say like, oh, I like it better than every other album. It's like having 3 kids, right? Which kid are you going to like the best? You're going to like them all the same. You're going to love them all the same. But there's certain things that stand out, correct? So to me, One Nation Underground was more like the real Ill Niño album. I think it's the album that actually gelled, between all the music. It was like the perfect mix of Latin metal and singles and essence of the band. It was the most genuine sounding album I think that we've ever put out.
And that's exactly almost word for word what I've got written here, in the sense that, like, I feel like One Nation was a return to the heaviness of the first record, but without sacrificing the melodicism that come from Confession. And you can see that in songs like All That I Ask For. You can hear it in what was the first single? I'm blanking right now.
What You Deserve.
What You Deserve, yep. But then also you had the heaviness on songs like Violent Saint. Like that album, that album from start to finish is incredible. And I think that one has some of my favorite songs.
Like if you married Revolution and Confession, and you put an original twist to it, and yeah, I love that album. That album actually is probably my favorite of the 3, to be honest. Like I love all 3 for different reasons, but that record speaks volumes to me, especially of originality. It was the most genuine album I think we've ever released.
For sure. And then with this upcoming Australian tour, because all albums, since you've been here in 2017, all those albums have now turned 20. So are you going to look at this tour as like a celebration of those 3 records?
Absolutely. We're going to play a lot. I would say 90% of the set is going to be comprised of the first 3 albums.
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna Revolution, Confession, and One Nation Underground, and we're definitely gonna play the new single Born to Suffer, which we are about to shoot a video and finalize in the next couple of days.
I had a question about Born to Suffer here, so I'll bring it up now. Any timetable on release for that?
Yes, we're gonna try to have it out and streaming in the next 2 to 3 weeks before we come out to Australia.
Yeah. Amazing. So I'm assuming Australia and New Zealand's going to be the ones to hear it for the first time?
Yep. You guys will be the first to get it.
Hell yeah, dude. I cannot
Get that fucking pit ready, because that song is probably one of the most brutal songs Ill Niño has ever written.
It's a heavy one, bro. It's a heavy one for sure.
It's heavy
Killer.
as fuck. It's
And
it's
then,
New York hard. It's New York hardcore meets fucking crazy Latinos.
yo,
Pretty much.
Yeah,
that's got me really excited. That sounds like an awesome mix.
Yes,
it's
sir.
heavy as fuck.
Coming for them for this tour, Tommy, is this your first time coming out to Australia?
Yes, it will be my first time coming out to Australia. Very excited. I said this in the past couple interviews we did, but I'm a big fan of the heavy music scene in Australia. I love Terminal Sleep. I love North Lane, Parkway Drive, Alpha Wolf, Dealer, Speed. I think Speed is awesome too. So many great bands out there. It's such a great heavy music scene. A lot of like new up and comers coming out too that I noticed. So very excited to be in Australia. Meet the people and play some shows out there. Very excited.
One of my favorite Australian bands right now is on their debut tour of America called Ocean Sleeper. I
Oh
don't know if
yes,
you're gonna.
yes, I know. I've heard of them. Yes.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna be. You're in New York, right?
Yeah. Well, right now I'm in Connecticut, but yeah, I live in New York. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, if you get a chance to see them while they're over there, definitely see them. They're one of my favorite live shows going right now.
Ocean Sleeper. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah. I've been seeing that name around. Yeah, I have been seeing it.
they're awesome. But
Yeah, man.
speaking then on your guys' tour, you're also going to be doing something that I never thought I would ever see, and that's bring a Dima. They've never been
Fuck
here
yeah,
before.
yeah. Those guys are our boys. They basically we started touring together around 2001, and we did like the Jägermeister tour together. We did Ozfest together in 2002, and then we kind of hung out together in Mexico. We just did the New Metal Revolution in Mexico City, and I was talking to the guys, and they were like, "Dude, let's tour together." And I was like, "Come to Australia with us. Let's fucking kill this." And they were super psyched to do it, and we're psyched to have them. And it seems like the Australian crowds are really fucking waiting for them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like when the tour got announced, I had to
Yeah.
I'm clearly in a dream. This isn't a real life. Like a Dima are coming. Like I couldn't believe it. So I'm really excited that you guys are bringing them out because again, much like you guys, I've been a fan of Edema for over 20 years, and I had let that dream go of ever seeing them live. So the fact that you guys are going to be bringing them out and doing this huge double bilge tour, I'm really pumped for it.
Fuck yeah, we're psyched,
Yes,
man.
Cool.
It's
sir.
gonna be yeah.
Sweet. And then what I'll do at the end, I'll throw a big bumper up with all the tour dates and stuff. But again, fingers crossed you guys don't leave it another 8 years to return. I cannot wait for these shows. I cannot wait to see Tommy fronting the band. And yeah, this is going to be
You guys,
killer.
you guys are in for a treat. Tommy doesn't fuck around live. He's fucking very energetic. I mean, we're looking forward to our future together in the sense that, Tommy is all about energy, and he has a very modern twist of his writing style for the band. And we are all, writing together. We're gelling together. This isn't a one-man operation. I mean, it's the band that I've been running, but for 27 years now. But the reality is that I want to give everyone equal opportunity to bring
Bring their
their
flavor.
sauce. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Tommy is definitely doing that. He's killing it.
Thank
Everybody
you,
in the
bro.
band is. Oh my gosh, man!
Mm.
I am the happiest that I've ever been with any of the lineups that I've ever had. So
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, dude. The studio's been great too. When we made Born to Suffer, everyone was like chiming in and stuff. So it was a very collaborative effort, and I love stuff like that. So I'm very very happy for everyone to hear the song for sure.
Nah, killer, can't wait. Other thing too is obviously but when the teasers were coming out about who's going to be the new singer, you guys dropped a couple of clips that sounded full studio clips of you doing older classic songs.
Yeah, yeah.
For those that haven't listened to those, go and check those out because I think they're some of the best versions of those songs.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
thank
that.
you, bro.
your
We're
vocals on
gonna
those
be
songs are incredible.
doing you know, Tommy's gonna be re-singing all our singles on a future album as well. So
Oh, no
we,
way. So
we,
were they
we,
clips from that?
yes, there are gonna be clips from what we're actually putting out as well.
Oh my God. So what you
Yeah.
listen, I cannot wait for what you deserve because that again, much like all it takes, not all it takes, sorry, all it asks for, that's one of my favorite songs, but what you deserve is just such a banger. And if you're going to be doing that, holy shit, I cannot wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a great
it's gonna
one.
be fucking. It's gonna be sick, bro. There's a lot of shit we're doing too. We're working simultaneously we're going to be working on a covers album with a lot of Latin artists. We have a lot of guest artists that are going to be working with us. Man, we're putting out so much fucking music. We're just going to obliterate.
Is that
Yes,
going to be
sir.
an official? Is that an official sequel to Undercover Sessions?
Yeah, no, it's not going to be like an undercover session. It's going to be more like we're taking different genres and exploring. We want to explore, man. You can't be a band 27 years and just put out the same fucking shit year after year. It's not good for business. It's not good for the band. It's not good for the face of the band. So we want to find rappers. We want to find, different style of artists that want to collaborate and put out some fucking cool music together for sure.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely got some heavy hitters in the works too. So yeah, y'all gonna be surprised for sure.
Yeah.
Very surprised. Very surprised. We have some new metal favorites. We have some Latin percussionists that that you've heard of. There's a lot. There's a lot of guests coming
Yeah,
up.
it's gonna be
Can't,
sick.
can't wait. Well, Dillinger Escape Plan did something similar, I think, back in 2005, where it was like they did covers, but they didn't do covers in the sound of Dillinger. They did what if Dillinger did sounds that sounded like this, and they did a Justin Timberlake cover, and it was sick.
Yeah,
So,
man, I love Dillinger too. Dillinger's sick.
yeah, they're here. They're here next weekend, and I'm really pumped. So it's gonna be
Oh,
him
dude,
with,
that's gonna be awesome.
with Dimitri for Calculating Infinity. So that's gonna be killer too. But
Nice.
like I
Awesome.
said, I'm super excited for your guys' tour. Cannot wait. Can't wait for a demo.
Thank you.
This is gonna be killer, and this has been such an awesome time. So thanks for
Thank
taking
you,
the time
brother. I
out, both of
appreciate
you.
you.
And we'll
Yeah,
see you next month.
thank you. Yeah, see you next
Peace.
month, man.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait. Thank you guys.